It's terrifying to know we are one bad decision away from risking getting COVID-19. And even though the Centers for Disease Control asked Americans not to travel, USA Today reports the TSA said more than 2 million travelers passed through security checkpoints at US airports the weekend before Thanksgiving. So now, more than ever, those traveling need to avoid these errors or they could end up in the hospital. For starters, wear a mask. Wash your hands and keep social distance. You've heard it all before, but just because you're familiar with it doesn't mean you get too comfortable with it. That would be mistake number 2. Even though you've adapted as best as possible to the circumstances, doesn't mean you get to relax, sadly. Forbes says, for example, sleeping on a flight is a luxury you should no longer take. Who knows? Maybe you take your mask off while at it, or you rub your eyes with dirty hands. There are just too many factors to consider. Get a coffee on the flight and leave the sleeping for later. Make sure that if you're staying in a hotel, they are going above and beyond following health and safety regulations. Whenever possible, take the stairs and skip the elevator. And don't assume the car is safer than the plane. It can be, unless you're bringing together multiple people with different daily exposures to COVID-19.